In the heart of East Africa, the Kenyan military is embarking on a critical modernization journey. While regional powers invest heavily in next-gen systems, Kenya has taken a strategic approach to enhancing existing platforms to meet modern demands. One such example is the 87A copyright Aérospatiale Gazelle helicopter, a nimble, light attack and reconnaissance rotorcraft that's earned respect on the battlefield for decades. In this video, we explore how Kenya's 2026 upgrade of the Gazelle fleet is reshaping the operational capabilities of its air force. We'll break down the tech upgrades, tactical uses, advantages in East African terrain, and why this seemingly old-school helicopter still plays a vital role in modern warfare. Let's dive into the evolution, innovation, and strategic value of the 87A copyright Aérospatiale Gazelle in Kenya's defense modernization plan. The A copyright Aérospatiale Gazelle first took to the skies in the late 1960s. Designed by the French manufacturer Aviation, later A copyright Aérospatiale, this helicopter was intended to be a lightweight, fast, and maneuverable platform for multiple military roles. Over the decades, it served in over 20 countries, playing roles in reconnaissance, anti-tank warfare, light attack, and troop transport. Kenya acquired its Gazelle fleet in the 1980s and 1990s, mainly for reconnaissance and light attack roles. For decades, these helicopters served quietly but efficiently, supporting ground troops and monitoring volatile borders, particularly near Somalia and the Lake Turkana region. But as threats became more asymmetrical with non-state actors using guerrilla tactics, IDs, and rapid movements, Kenya needed rotary wing platforms that could match speed with agility, all while delivering real-time battlefield intelligence. Rather than retiring the Gazelle, Kenya chose to breathe new life into it. By 2026, the Kenya Defense Forces, KDF, announced a full-scale avionics and armament upgrade for the Gazelle fleet. Partnering with European and Israeli defense firms, the focus was to improve its navigation, targeting, and survivability in modern combat environments. The first major upgrade was the avionics suite. Gone are the analog dials and Cold War-era wiring. In its place, the upgraded Gazelle now features a glass cockpit, a digital multifunction displays, GPS-enhanced navigation, night vision compatibility, and integrated communication systems. This allows pilots to operate in low-visibility environments, such as jungle terrain or nighttime missions, with better situational awareness. Next, targeting and surveillance capabilities were overhauled. The new electro-optical sensor pod mounted on the nose includes infrared, laser range finding, and thermal imaging technology. This lets the Gazelle track moving targets from kilometers away, even in total darkness or during sandstorms common in northern Kenya. On the weapons side, the Gazelle is now equipped with updated rocket pods and a more advanced anti-armor system. Some units are armed with Hot 3 or Spiker anti-tank guided missiles, giving the Gazelle teeth to take on armored threats or fortified positions. Additionally, Kenya opted to install a 20mm cannon pod under some of its upgraded helicopters. Though not all Gazelles are armed this way, it adds a valuable suppressive fire capability, especially during close air support missions for Kenyan Special Forces or infantry units. In terms of survivability, the 2026 upgrade includes lightweight composite armor plating around the cockpit and engine compartment. This improves protection against small arms fire, essential for low-altitude reconnaissance missions. The helicopters are also fitted with countermeasure dispensers, a chaff and flare systems to evade heat-seeking missiles from insurgents or hostile forces. So why stick with the Gazelle? The answer lies in its unique blend of speed, agility, and low operational cost. The Gazelle is known for its fenestron tail rotoroducted fan enclosed within the tail structure. This reduces noise, increases safety on landing zones, and makes it less vulnerable to damage during landings in tight terrain. Weighing under 2,000 kilograms, the Gazelle can hit speeds up to 310 kilometers per hour, 193 miles per hour. That makes it one of the fastest light helicopters in the world. Its high speed and low profile allow it to get in and out of conflict zones quickly, ideal for hit-and-run tactics or quick extraction operations. In the sprawling savannas, hilly regions, and arid zones of Kenya, speed and agility are survival tools. The Gazelle thrives in such terrain, darting between hills, flying nap of the earth, and weaving through forests without needing wide landing zones like larger helicopters. The 2026 upgrades now allow the Gazelle to perform joint operations with unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. Data links enable real-time feed sharing between Gazelles and Kenyan drones such as the Scan Eagle or RQ-11 Ravon. That creates a multi-layered surveillance and strike web, ideal for border patrols or anti-insurgent sweeps. In addition, Kenyan forces can now use the Gazelle to coordinate artillery strikes, mark laser targets for precision munitions, and even relay encrypted comms to ground forces in remote regions. Let's now look at a hypothetical mission scenario in 2026. A suspected insurgent convoy is reported moving through Garissa County near the Somali border. Satellite intel picks up movement, but no positive ID. A pair of upgraded Gazelles, call signs Kilo 1 and Kilo 2, are dispatched. Using their electro-optical pods, they scan the desert terrain from a low altitude. Kilo 2 locks onto heat signature SR2 pickup trucks and a motorcycle caravan. The Gazelle relays live feed to a Joint Ops Command Center in Nairobi. Positive ID confirms hostile militia. Within minutes, Kilo 1 deploys 2 anti-tank guided missiles, destroying the lead vehicle. The second vehicle turns to flee. The 20mm cannon opens up, disabling it. Meanwhile, a Quick Reaction Force, QRF, team is dispatched via a Puma helicopter to secure the area. This entire sequence here from target detection to strike and ground engagement takes under 30 minutes. That's the kind of operational effectiveness the 2026 Gazelle offers. Compared to newer helicopters like the AH-6 Little Bird or Turkish T-129 Attack, the Gazelle might seem outdated. But its operational cost is significantly lower, making it an excellent choice for countries balancing capability and budget. While a modern attack helicopter can cost upwards of $20 million per unit, upgrading a Gazelle costs a fraction of that, roughly $2 to $3 million depending on armament. That leaves room in Kenya's defense budget for other priorities, such as air defense systems, drones, or armored vehicles. And don't forget, Kenya's strategic doctrine relies on mobility, speed, and flexibility. The Gazelle checks all 3 boxes. The AA copyright Aérospatiale Gazelle also plays a diplomatic role. As part of East Africa's security framework, Kenya participates in joint military drills with countries like Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda. The upgraded Gazelle demonstrates Kenya's commitment to interoperable, responsive air support during peacekeeping missions and counter-terror ops. Kenya has already deployed its Gazelles in AMISOM missions in Somalia. With the 2026 upgrade, we can expect them to be even more involved in multinational counter-terror operations under African Union or UN mandates. In fact, sources suggest that Kenya may offer training and upgrade support to neighboring allies operating similar light helicopters. That gives Kenya regional influence, positioning it not just as a consumer of defense tech but a contributor. Looking ahead, the Gazelle will likely serve into the mid-2030s, especially with its modular upgrade paths. Engineers are already exploring the possibility of integrating autonomous flight systems, expanding drone-like capabilities where Gazelles can fly pre-programmed recon routes with minimal pilot input. There's also interest in adapting Gazelles for civilian rollers such as medevac, disaster relief, and anti-poaching patrols. Their speed, maneuverability, and low maintenance needs make them ideal for roles far beyond the battlefield. For viewers wondering, why is this military helicopter covered on a channel called Latest Car Update? It's simple. Just like cars, military vehicles evolve. They get engine upgrades, smarter electronics, better fuel efficiency, and fresh designs. The Gazelle's 2026 update is like taking a classic rally car and outfitting it with AI, GPS, turbo boost, and carbon fiber armor. And just like in the automotive world, it's not always about the newest idea but how you tune and drive it. To wrap it up, Kenya's decision to upgrade the 87A copyright Aérospatiale Gazelle helicopter instead of replacing it outright is a smart move. With increased surveillance, firepower, speed, and survivability, this iconic aircraft remains a lethal asset in modern combat. As regional tensions fluctuate and threats evolve, the Gazelle gives Kenya a reliable, fast response tool for missions across rough terrains, from border surveillance to anti-terror strikes. It's lightweight. It's fast. It's smarter than ever. And in 2026, it's proving that age is just a number, especially when you're built for war. Thanks for watching. For more in-depth breakdowns of military technology updates from around the world, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay sharp, and keep your engines ready whether it's a tank, a chopper, or the next-gen armored car.